Hello everyone and welcome to Stitching Ain't Easy. My name is Ashley. Thank y'all for joining me today. I hope y'all are doing well. It's been a minute since I've been here, so hello. If y'all are new, hello. Thank you for clicking on this. If you guys have been here, thank y'all for just, coming back and being here. I appreciate you guys. Okay. Hope you can hear me over the fan. Probably should have turned that off first. Didn't. So, yeah, so it's been a little bit since I've been on here. My apologies. We moved. I mentioned that in my last video. We had just gotten here like 2 days before, maybe a couple, like maybe 4 tops, days before I made the last video. And yeah, so I haven't been on here in a while. We've been getting everything situated, everything moved in. I'll be real with y'all. I kind of just did way too much right there, like moving, getting the other house clean, getting this house clean, moving our stuff in, and I was kind of just zonked for a little bit after all that. We have had a sweet 16 birthday here at our house since I talked to you guys last. Life has happened, but anywho, I thought it would be fun to pop on and just say hello, mostly because I miss you guys. I keep telling you guys I want to make videos every day, and then here we are, so I'm sorry. I thought it'd be cool to kind of show you guys some of the blankets that I've made. I don't know, I'm trying really hard to find cool things to make, or to, make videos about. I pretty much have the yarn closet completed. That was one of my last videos I put up too. I had it all pretty, and I had some extra whip bags, and I just kind of poked them in the bottom. Secret time. So, it's done, but it's not like camera ready. But that's okay. So I have that to show you guys. I made, Miss B was the one that turned sweet 16, which is insane. Trust me, I know, it's insane. But I made her some things for her birthday that I need to make a video and share with you guys. So I have some things coming up. But for today, my husband's calling. Excuse me. Okay, so like I was saying, for today, I thought it'd be cool to show you guys some of the blankets I've made. Not all of them, some of them, more than 4. There's more of them than 4. So, I make wearables and amigurumi and all that stuff. Blankets are by far, hands down, my favorite thing to make, for sure. They take a long time, so I like to have another project or 8 to work on in the meantime. I have a problem with starting things and not finishing them. It's a whole deal. Whips aplenty around here, but my favorite thing by far is blankets. So, some of these, 3 of these were parts of like crochet alongs. I have a couple family blankets. I have a bunch more blankets in our linen closet. We have a linen closet, y'all. It's very exciting. Anyway, a whole lot more in the linen closet. So, this could be like a 4 or 5 part series, probably. So, okay. First one, where the front is this one. And I did this for a Crochet-tober vibe. I don't believe it wasn't the Crochet-tober blanket I worked on, I don't think, but I think that's what this was for. I really don't remember. This is officially Bee's blanket though. She has claimed it. I had it out for a little bit at like craft fairs and stuff like that because I couldn't decide if I wanted to keep it or not, and it didn't sell at craft fairs, and Bee swiped it. So this is with the Red Heart Super Saver. Oh gosh, I know the name, but I can't think of it. It's this one. I feel like y'all know. Anyway, so just gray square. Sure, I use my 5-foot because that's what I usually use. This is one I remember whenever I made it, I had to it wasn't part of Crochet-tober. I remember now. Because whenever I made it, I had to keep laying it out because I just made a giant granny square and then went around with like solid black. You guys can see the big granny square, and then went around with black a couple rows, and then made solid black and granny squares out of that yarn, that same yarn. Put those around, and then I just kind of did some back and forth. So on the side I put a sugar skull. This is our sugar skull blanket. It's kind of smushed, his little cheeks are kind of smushed, but anyway. But yeah, so I'll try to check it out, but I'm not really sure about this. Except there's the solid grannies around it. And then on the side, I just went back and forth instead of doing granny squares. And at the bottom there are granny squares. And it's just funky. And I love it. So, trying to get struggle is real. Get parts of it in here. So anyway, this is it. I may have to take pictures of all of them. If I do, I'll just put them at the end. Because if I break this up and add little things in the middle, then it messes with the sound. And my sound isn't synced. Like my voice and my mouth don't sync up. So just put them at the end if I take pictures. So anyway, this is my first one though. And it's just so fun. Let's do this. There we go. So anyway, super fun. First blanket. So yeah, this one's bees. I had a lot of fun making it. It was really cool just like putting it together. I remember just trying to make sure my counts were all right and how many squares I needed, how many, all that. So it was a lot of fun to make. It was definitely a challenge. And then when I got all of that done, I decided that it definitely needed a sugar skull somewhere on there. So that's what I did. I thought about adding more sugar skulls to it just because it would be kind of cool, I think, to have them all over. I thought at one point I think about adding like bats and stuff even, but maybe some spiders. And it was more like Halloween. Now it's officially like a sugar skull vibe, so I thought some more of those might be neat, but I don't know. So yeah, that one I didn't really have a pattern for. A square and some more squares added around a square. That's pretty much what that one was. So, all right, blanket number 2. Okay, this one is a pattern by, and he has a tutorial, Mikey at the Crochet Crowd. It's, I don't remember the name of it. If I find it, I will link it below. So you're supposed to switch your colors a lot. And like, this little flower. And there are just these beautiful stitches that aren't showing up on camera. And they don't really show up that well because this is all kind of a busy little yarn. So like if I had just a solid, I would use these, it would have shown up a lot better. But I really wanted to use these colors. So this is Red Heart Super Saver. This is Red Heart Super Saver, a variegated. And so, yeah. And a little bit of that bright yellow for some reason. So this is this one. And you can make it really, really big, but I just did it as like a little throw. Yeah. Back here. So it's a decent size. It's not as big as the other one. The other one fits on the bed, so that's why it's kind of hard to hold up in here. But yeah, so they're just beautiful stitches all throughout it, and it was so much fun to make. But so I just wanted to do it as a throw, and I just had, I think maybe 3 skeins of yarn total, so I was trying to make it work. So we stopped, I finished it off in the one from the middle. I really like it. I'm very pleased with how it turned out. There are some other blankets that Mikey has, Crochet Crowd, and he does, like, there'll be a YouTube tutorial. If you go to usually like the Crochet Crowd or Yarn Inspirations, there's usually the pattern, like the written pattern. He does graphs, which is way neat. So like however you learn, he's pretty much got you. And they have some beautiful, beautiful things. He has, like, said several blankets I want to make, but one of them that I have like bucket list item is the ombre blanket. That's not what it's called, but he uses Red Heart ombre, and I have just enough Red Heart ombre to make that blanket. So that's on the list at some point. I'm so excited about that one. He has another one that looks kind of like an old school, just beautiful embroidery vibe. And it's gorgeous. He has like all kinds of, I think it's like a, if I remember right, it's like red and kind of an off-white are the colors he used. I have a bunch of Red Heart Aran, like the off-white color that I thought would be gorgeous, and it would look kind of like an old school, just like embroidered, with this really pretty old linen embroidery blankets that everyone used to have on their beds like a long time ago, like it was quilts or those. I want to make one. So anyway, but this is my crochet crowd contribution. So all right. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoy the way he teaches and hanging out with him for tutorials. So blanket number 3. I have like a little cool little PowerPoint thing where it's like number 3, you know, just pretend like we do. All right, this one I love this yarn. I want to say Moody Mosaic, and I love this yarn black, and I just did granny squares. Like these are the same, this pink and the gray and the blue, all the same yarn. So I just did that for I think 5 rows and went around it in black and then stitched it all together in black. So there are what, 25 squares. And I really like the black. I think it made it pop. I love how it turned out. So I have a few ends on this one that I haven't stitched in, but it's just, it was in our little closet. Now I have a bucket. Since some of these came out of the linen closet, some of them came out of the bucket. I have a bucket in the living room just in case anyone needs a blanket, and that's where this one was, but I didn't realize I have this many ends. Oops. But if y'all have met me, you're not surprised. Pretty sure. So this is it. Except yeah, I just did granny squares. I used my 5.5 hook on this one, but I like it. I love how it turned out. I think it's so pretty because it has black and gray in it. This yarn does. So it just made it like pop even more. That black in there. And some more ends. So okay. Yeah, that was just like one of those side projects where I probably had another blanket going even and just made granny squares sometimes and added them to it. And I think that one took me a little bit to make because I just didn't mess with that much. But we did it. Okay, blanket number 4. All right, so this one was also part of a crochet along. Several of you, my beautiful friends, made this along with me. I had a blast making this. So much fun. I want to do something like this again. We were supposed to be doing something like this for May, and then our internet was junk. There's a lot going on. There was a lot going on. I'll tell you all that. So we didn't get to finish that. I had some of you working on things even, and we didn't get to finish that. But before long, well, it's already September, y'all. It's already September, so you know what that means. Next month's Crochet-tober. Just saying. But before long, I want to do another fun crochet along kind of like this one. So this is the Spring Flowers blanket, and again, if I remember, hopefully I will link this one down below as well. Spring flowers, just make pretty little flowers all over it. Thing is, there are ones like this that are blank that I didn't make the flowers for, so I need to finish them. I have somewhere, since the move, I have no idea where it would be. Somewhere I have a bag full of little flower petals and leaves because I made several of them that needed flowers, but didn't add them, and now I have no idea where that's at. So fun. So, alright, so here it is. All of its glory. I love this one so much. I wish I could do like more of a wide angle thing. Sorry, y'all. I'll work with it. Let's do this. I do this. Okay, just off the bottom of it or not. So anyway, super pretty. Like I said, some of them just don't at all have anything. This is one of my favorite ones, this yellow rose. But this one was so much fun. There's another end. Whoops. So much fun. And it's just, it's so pretty. It's just, it makes me happy. This one was on a rocking chair in our living room at the apartment, and I got lots of compliments. People would come in, you know, that just, this is one of the first things you saw. So, so I pretty much stuck to the colors, fuzz on my nose, pretty much stuck to the colors she uses in the pattern for the flowers. Some of them I changed up a little bit, just kind of depending. I tried to just go through my yarn stash and match them as much as possible. And then on the border, I did these little, maybe like picots, whatever this stitch is. I don't remember what it's called now. These with the chain, and I think it ties it together because it kind of looks like a leaf, but it's so pretty. But I went around all the squares in gray, so then that tied it together. It just made it complement itself, and I love it. I am so proud of this blanket. Wish it was finished, but once again, we've met me. I don't sew ends in apparently or finish things. I don't know, but anyway. But yeah, I want to finish this because this is one that I would like to pass down to kiddos one of these days, you know. You hear that? The tornado siren? I'll be right back. BRB. Okay. I think y'all saw me panic live time. That's fun. So that was indeed the tornado siren. I'm guessing, I'm hoping and praying it was just like, you know, when they test them and stuff like that. It's September in Oklahoma. You never know. That's my whole thing. Like, ever since, I mean, I've never been a fan of tornadoes. Let's not get it wrong. Born and raised in Oklahoma, they're not something you play with. Ever since the tornado happened in my hometown, I look at it all a lot differently now. Like, used to, it was like, oh, it's a tornado, I should get in the shelter. Now it's like, y'all don't even know what it can do to your town. Like, it can just like level everything you've ever known. Get in the dang shelter. So panicked for a minute, think we're okay. It's wild that they set it off in like September and August, and then whenever we lived at the apartment, it was like a week after the tornado happened in Barnstall, aka my hometown, and they set the alarm off for like same thing, like to test it, and it was the middle of May, and I'm like, who does that? I mean, I was panicking, like having a whole little moment there, just like, why would you test it during tornado season, bro? Like literally any other time, or like announce it somehow. I mean something. But anyway, we're cool. Everything's fine. All right, neat. Not a fan of tornadoes. Like I said, it legitimately wiped away everything I've known. And my dad's like, just, it's all gone. My hometown, everything, when I'd stand on his porch and look out, it's all gone. And so it makes me look at it like a lot differently now. And I like the rain. I love the rain and thunderstorms. I don't really play with tornadoes, and I definitely don't now. I didn't before. Definitely don't now. So okay, cool, fun. We're fine. Everything's fine. We're doing great. It was pouring down rain 2 days ago, so I feel like panicking and just a tornado falling out in the sky is probably pretty valid. So all right, anyway, once again, this blanket. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're good. So also, we're like several minutes into this, but I just want to say real quick, I don't have a background obviously right now. These are pictures that are from Derek's grandpa that are like actual drawings, race cars and such. He's all dirt bike race car. That's a very Derek thing. Hunting, the hippie and the hunter. Okay, so that's all his thing. I did have our cute little background set up and all that. A lot of light comes through that window. I said that before. I said that on the last video. I've since then put up blackout curtains in here. Might I just mention how fantastic they are, okay? So back behind me where there was a little window with a little cute stuff in it, now it's just a black curtain with like tar amp in front of it. So I need to work on a cute little background, as I haven't been making videos. Also haven't been making the background, so we'll get to it. But yeah, right now, art, kind of. Okay, so I mean, I guess it's still art, but you know, stuff. All right, what are we on? Blanket number 5. Okay, so this one I made a while ago. I love this one so much. So originally I got this yarn right here. It's Red Heart. Derek just texted me. They're probably just doing a test. I texted panicking. He's like, yeah, it's okay. Like, I know, but also. Anyway, I got this green on a Mary Maxim sale. I miss Mary Maxim. I've been wanting to get a Mary Maxim mystery box. Like, it's a thing, y'all. I've been thinking about it, but I haven't done that. But anyway, I need to, but I haven't. Anyway, I got this for Mary Maxim, not in a mystery box. But I bought them, I think, for $2 a skein. I got these and a variegated Red Heart Super Saver, and I was gonna make a pineapple stitch blanket. Still haven't made that. I still have the yarn to do it. Still haven't done it. I have a pineapple stitch. I'll just show you real quick. Hold on, everybody. Whee! It's still pretty plain in here. This is our bedroom, still pretty plain. I have this pineapple stitch that I got at a thrift store. And the more I look at it, the more I really want to make this blanket, because I've had that blanket in my brain for a long time at this point. And anyway, so yeah, I want to make a pineapple stitch, but I hung this up and then just put some of our little cute signs over the top of it. This right here is the like the, what's it called? Not the fuse box. I know what it's called. The electric box. There's a word for it. I know the word. Anyway, so I had to kind of cover it up. So I put this up just to make it whatever. And that and these. Okay. And a mirror is all that I have hanging in here right now, but we'll get to it. For right now, that's what I have. But I see that every night, every day, multiple times a day, you know, because it's in here. And it's like, oh, I really want to make that blanket, because I was planning on doing the pineapple stitch in the variegated and then like stitching it together and around it in this green. It's gonna be so good. But in the meantime, still haven't made that, obviously. So I used a skein of this green one, and I made one of my favorite blankets that I've ever made. I made the watermelon blanket. So I started just kind of stitching it and doing things, and then everyone in this household was like, it looks like watermelon. So that's what we went with. So this is it. I used, oh gosh, I think this one's Red Heart also. And then, I don't remember. I think the purple's Big Twist. I don't remember that either, because it looks black, but it's not. It's like a dark, dark purple. And then randomly, I've stitched in little watermelon seeds. But like this is supposed to be the rind, and then like the meat of the watermelon, and then like the watermelon seeds. But I stitched some little ones. I thought it'd be cute to have like little watermelon seed buttons. Put those on here, but I didn't do that. But I left fringe on this one. I don't do that very often. I left this one fringy, but this is our watermelon blanket. But yeah, I think some like little watermelon seeds, like buttons or something would be cute. But like I said, they're just randomly on here. That one. So anyway, but yeah, it was like I made this middle part and then got it finished, and then went from there and went out and added these, because like I said, everyone kept saying it looked like a watermelon. I was like, well, then it needs a rind, and you know. So anyway, and I've seen several, obviously, just like actual watermelon color blankets, and it makes me want to make one of those too, because I wasn't really planning on making this one watermelon whenever we started, so it just kind of ended up that. But the ones that are like the pretty reds and things all in the middle and all that, I mean, I would really like to make one of those. But anyway, blanket number 5. So Okay. Blanket number 6. That's kind of fun. I wish we had a little PowerPoint thing. That would be neat. So, blanket number 6 is a family blanket. If you've been here, why thank you. We make family blankets, family surprise blankets. So, let's say there's 5 of us. Squirrely Dan moved out. I feel like most of you know that. I still haven't accepted it. It's like bumming me out, but whatever. All right. So there were 5 of us that lived here. Now there are 4 of us that live here. But we make family surprise blankets. So each night, there are 5 of us. I'll go through my little spiel one more time. So there are 5 of us. Each night we go pick a color for the blanket, an activity, usually like a movie or a song or something, and just have like a fun family night. We do something that they all love. They all get to pick an evening, something fun that we do. They pick a color of yarn to add to our blanket. So several times I made this little thing in the middle, this little super cool heart that is a pattern from Ophelia Talks here on YouTube. So many things I repeat to myself. Y'all have heard me say these a million times. So you do a little granny square, and then like this black around it would be the square. So she teaches you how to do that. It's a lot of color changing, but it's really cute. And then they all would just pick a color. So the first person picked the orange variegated, the second person picked the pink and blue, or no, that's not true. This one's on the use like scrap. Yeah, this is the very first one we did, isn't it? That's why. I just not figured that out. This is the very, very first one we did. Oh. So this is the blanket that I made with my beautifully wonderful friend, Miss Angelia, Crocheting House Mouse. So I started doing this. She started making one also, and her hubby would go in and pick colors, and we've made several things like that since then. Usually for Christmas we do that. Kind of a fun little thing together. Tons of fun. Y'all should hang out if you haven't before. She is precious. If y'all have not checked her out, please do. So she started doing this with me. I got mystery yarn scraps off of Etsy, and I didn't get very many, and because I didn't have like a lot of yarn scraps at the time, I remember. And so I said something about that beautiful Miss Kayla, Miss Llama Mama Kayla. That's right. Llama Mama Kayla sent me some scrap yarns, and she sent me some stitch markers, and she sent me Norm. If y'all have been here, you know that Norm, the gnome, is the reason we have Normville and all of the things. So this is the blanket that started it all. I don't know why. I thought that when I picked it up, but then I was like, no, I think that's it. But it is, because of how the yarn goes. So they're just random little bits that I picked up and everything. But yeah, that's so cool. So some of these are Llama Mama Kayla's yarn. Some of them are whatever. I think, I don't know. The more I look at it, I feel like these are all my yarns. Y'all, I don't know. We've done so many family surprise blankets over the years on this channel. This is what, like almost the 4th or 5th year that I've had this channel. So we've done the things, but anyway, this is it. Just the same. So we just pick random yarns with a little heart in the middle, and it's just so cute. Either way, I'm pretty sure Angelia did this one with us just because. And then I just used the sparkly black yarn and a fun little treble and some, or double crochet and some chains for the border. So I went through that whole spiel, and now I'm not so sure that it is that blanket. I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it and see if I can find the other blanket, because I don't think that it is, because I remember like almost all of these yarns as yarns that I purchased. So that means that kiddos picked these out. This was just a regular family blanket after all. Sorry, y'all. Okay. I don't know. I mean, we made, what, one per Christmas. We made them in Crochet-tober there for a while. We made them in January. I mean, I probably have 8 or 9 family blankets, so I don't know. Several of them have hearts in the middle. I have ones that just have all hearts. Okay, who knows? So, this is number 6, I think. Okay, last but not least for this video, because they're not all on my blankets by any means, obviously. We have that many family surprise blankets. There are oodles of things. But this one. So, beautiful Miss Jayda in Stitches makes her, you know, yearly, okay, makes a blanket. So, like everyone on here knows this. Yeah, each month she puts out a new section of the blanket that you make for the whole year. I have started a couple of them, usually in the middle of the year. This is the only one I started in January and I finished it. Some of them I start, I'm like, oh, that's cute, you know, I'll start this random thing. I still want to make that faux part blanket so badly. I just haven't. I didn't do her one from this year. Hopefully next year I'll get on it. It's not very long and it'll be next year. Crazy. So hopefully next year I'll do it. But I made this one. She commented on my video about it, which every now and then I think about it and I was like, that is wild. So, okay. Anyway, this is her mile a minute blanket. And I laid all my colors all out and put them in a little book. And so I did rainbow colors and then alternated. So that way it's, hold it all up here. It's red, orange, yellow, green. There's 2 greens together. Green, blue, purple, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. So there's, either way you look, there's a rainbow. Like I said, yeah, there's green in the middle because something had to be in the middle. And then I went around it with the impeccable, or loops and threads. Variegated rainbowy one. I think it's called Rainbow Bright. I know it's called Rainbow Bright because it's not very bright, but it's rainbowy. All right. So anyway, but yeah. So you just, I mean, this is the first one we did. Just a regular mile a minute. And then she shows you how to do the join as you go method. So like this was the second one. All of these stitches. The third one, clusters. Fourth one. She did a fantastic job on this one. This one's my favorite, little cupcakes. And yeah, she commented on my video. It's whatever, no big deal. I'll just breathe through it. That one's so cool too, this one. And this one, little flower looking guys on it. This one. This one. This one is cool too, little purple one. And this one. So I love this. I had a whole lot of fun making this one. I even made a short and I got to use Primus, My Name is Mud, which I was very excited about because it's one of my favorite songs. I love Primus. So I had so much fun with this one just as a whole. So making the fun little shorts with it and just making the video, like I said, it was a year-long project, but they didn't take hardly any time because they're mile a minutes. Turns out that's what it is. So I loved making this one. I would like to make another one of these and do maybe like baby colors, like a baby blanket, maybe make it a little bit smaller, you know, but because I made this longer than hers. I made, I think, 10 or 20 more squares or more rows because you go this way, obviously. Anyway, but I made some more, you know, than she did, just to make it a little bit longer so I can make it considerably shorter and make a little bouvet blanket. So I think I would really like to do that, just like some pretty pastel-y colors and stuff. Anyway, these are all wish list items. Who knows if it will ever happen. But yeah, I adore this one. It's so cool. And she used like lighter rainbowy colors. So hers is rainbowy too. And yeah, I love it. So yeah, that's her mile a minute blanket. It's a year-long mile a minute blanket, just in case I forget to list it below. Okay, cool. Yeah. So those are some of my blankets. So I have a plethora more, so I will do this again if y'all want me to. I kind of enjoyed this, just going over and kind of reminiscing. Except that dang family blanket, I really don't think that that was the one I thought it was the first one, but it's not. I need to find that one then and show you guys the one that beautiful Miss Kayla sent to me, because yeah, these, I would have purchased all of these colors. Yeah, so that's not it. I will find it. I will do this again. So I need to go back then and figure out when I made that one, just because the old curiosity and stuff. But yeah, so like I said, I love to make blankets. I have some more to go through, but I have like craft fair stuff. If you guys like are into to this at all, I can like go through the things. It's up to you guys. I have a craft fair coming up next month, right? Yeah, next month in October. It's one that we've done before, so I wasn't really sure about doing them. Bees wanting to do one. This one is a really good one. It's not very far. There's one, now that we've moved, there's one just not very far at all from us. A couple weekends after that. I don't know if we're going to that one or not. We will see. And then there's one our little community has in October that I would really like to go to. So we will see. So you have some of those things coming up. Very quickly, just while you guys are here, I have a little bit of announcement. I might do another video about this, but just because it just happened yesterday and I'm so excited, I'll just tell you guys. So I have a new fun thing coming. My friend, she's a sweetheart, my friend that I was in Pure Romance with, we all kind of like left Pure Romance at the same time. They kind of did us all real dirty, to say the least, and made it where like we were the people that kind of made their whole thing. Let's be honest, you know, like if we're selling their products and doing the things and purchasing things, we're kind of the reason that they're staying afloat. They pretty much got rid of all of us and wanted to just do like retail side of things, like wanted us to just sell the stuff for normal, like you would like a normal business, which is fine, but they still, it was a lot. They wanted us to pay like $100 a month to do this, where before we paid nothing to do this. So like the nerve, really. And then they took away all of our perks and stuff. So why would we hang out? We're not. So kind of like a mass exodus and we all left. Since then, my friend has started a new business, a new endeavor, and it's like a groundbreaking moment, like brand new, nothing like it, brand new. And I am on the ground floor with her. So there are, I think maybe 8 of us total. So she started it, and then like we were helping her out, basically helping this go. It's called Love Vault, and it's kind of the same idea, right, as Pure Romance. So I'll still have like in-home parties, maybe. I can still sell things on here, talk to you guys. I will still have a website if y'all just want to check that out. All these are no pressure Chanel's. I'm just very, very excited. So I'll do that. We're going to have a like a open meeting on Sunday. If any of you want any more information and all about it, let me know. On Sunday the 8th at 7 p.m. Central Time, we will be having a like anyone welcome meeting. If y'all want to come along, that would be really cool. It would just make me like really happy. You don't have to, if any of you are interested at all in this. But yeah, we're just gonna have like an open event on Zoom and talk a little more about it. But yeah, it is like brand new amazingness, groundbreaking opportunity. So I am going to talk about it a little bit on here. I have a couple parties planned already. Yeah, and I mean, same thing, kind of like we talked about doing the Pure Romance thing. At some point, maybe in the next like, I don't know, a couple weeks, I might have a Zoom meeting and just do like an open invite for whomever y'all wants to come. If you guys know people like through Face page or wherever, if they might want to come, you can invite people, and I'll just have like a Zoom meeting and we'll just have like a Zoom party. We can still do like a hostess and all those things. The products are sent from the company directly to you guys, which is really cool. There's no like middle shipping thing. But yeah, it sounds really, really neat. I'm really, really excited. Get really excited. It's a big deal, like especially if it like takes off the way we all are pretty sure it's going to. It's like a life-changing big deal. So I'm very excited to be like right there with her and start this whole thing off. So anyway, just wanted to say that I'll probably make another little video with like some more in-depthness and just some updates and stuff that's been going on. B's birthday, stuff like that. So I just wanted to do this for right now, the blankets and things, and just say hello because I missed you guys. All right, cool. So I'm gonna let you guys go. We'll talk more about the meeting if y'all want to be in the meeting, whatever. I will come back very soon. Hopefully tomorrow. We'll see how things play out with another video for you guys. Like I said, I have B's birthday stuff to show you all. I'll probably do that. So yeah. All right. I thank y'all so very much for hanging out with me. I thank y'all so very much for just everything. Y'all are amazing. All right. So I hope you all have a wonderfully, wonderfully blessed day. Please stay safe, and I'll talk to you all very soon.